Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who do not know, my name is Peyton. This is my little corner of the internet, and I am a bride-to-be in October 2024, and mainly I'm a dental student who's in my second year at dental school, and I just survived my 4th midterms as a dental student. Pause for dramatic effect. This one, I will say, the best one yet, because as we continue to grow through our dental school journey, we'll call it, we get less and less focused on reading and studying and all that stuff, and we get more and more focused on actual dentistry, which is a win for me, a win for all of us, if I'm being honest. So I've done a video like this many times. This is my how much I study as a dental student in dental school during midterms week. And we've seen some crazy numbers. I think one year my total was like literally like, I want to say like 85 hours in 1 week. This was not that video. Thank God. Thankfully for me and for you, any future dental students out there. So I have done the numbers, I have figured it out on my little pink sticky notes, and we're gonna walk through every day from Friday through Thursday. I do that because obviously we study on the weekends, and my last midterm was on Thursday, so obviously Friday I just showed up for class and I was not studying. I'm in 10 different classes currently, and my midterms were thankfully spread out. So I only had 4 during actual midterms week. Some of them I had like basically 3 weeks of midterms, but it was like 2 the first week, 2 the second week, 4 the last week. I know that doesn't equal 10, but some of them don't have midterms. So we are starting on March 1st. This was Friday, and we finished the midterm. We had 1 midterm for our pediatric dentistry class at 4 p.m. So I had class for 1 hour for farm. I had 4 hours in the lab for my crown and bridge class, and I studied for 3 hours. I studied from 1 until the exam at 4, and then I took the rest of the night off because I went to Omaha for a cake testing video. Well, cake testing experience. If you would like to learn more about that, go to my wedding planning episode. That will be up here. I never remember. I'm sorry guys, I'm a bad YouTuber, I do not know. Anywhomstead, then we go to the 2nd, which is Saturday, and your girl's still not feeling it. I did get 4 hours of studying in. That is it though. Which is like, seems like a lot, but when you have 4 midterms breathing down your neck, 4 hours does not cut it. But I just didn't want to. And that's okay. So then Sunday, the 3rd, to make up for that, I studied for 9 hours. So that was a rough day, because I had my fixed pros class midterm right at 8 a.m. and I was nervous about that one. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little nervous. Went great though, so we're fine. All my midterms went really good this year, so there's a method to my madness. But yeah, so the 4th, it is Monday, it is a midterms week. I had 1 midterm, like I said, at 8 a.m. Then I had 2 hours of classes after that and 4 hours of lab in the afternoon for my endo class. And that night I studied for 3 hours. Because the next day I had 1 midterm, but it was at 1 p.m. But in the morning I had 4 hours of lab for fixed prosthetics. And we had a project due on Friday, so I had to show up and work, which I'm proud of those projects too. So then that night I studied for 6 hours because at 8 a.m. on Wednesday, the 6th, I had my PATH midterm, which was 8 a.m. and your girl was nervous for that one too. So I took that one right at 8 a.m. Then I had 4 hours of classes from there. We had 1 hour for farm, and then we had an IPE day, which is interprofessional education day. Don't ask me why they did that during midterms, but we showed up for that, and we work with other we work with other healthcare professionals to kind of show that like everything in your body is connected. So we have to work with all kinds of doctors, and we have to treat each other with respect, which is a great lesson to learn, just not during a midterm week. But yeah, so then that night slash morning, I studied before the PATH exam, and then, so it was probably like 2 hours before, 4 hours at night. I studied for my last midterm, which was on Thursday the 7th, and it was in my ortho concepts class. And so I had 3 hours of class, 4 hours of lab, and I studied for 4 hours before that midterm, because I studied for 4 hours at night, took a little nap, woke up, studied for 4 hours, went to lab, went to class, then called it a day. Because once that oh no, yeah, because the lab was in the morning, and then I had classes after the exam. And then that moment happened. I wanted to check out so bad, but instead Friday I showed up for 4 hours of lab, and then I could check out. So yeah, let me do math. I did forget to do the total, so let me do that really quick, and then we will finish out the fourth and probably final version of this video. Okay, everybody, so basically I did the math, and I spent, from a whole week, 7 days, I spent 10 hours in class, 16 hours in lab, and 35 hours studying. And that brings us to a total of 61 hours. I was saying that this is probably the last video of this sort, because after this semester, thank goodness, I am seeing patients most of my time at school. I will be seeing patients probably 3 days a week, taking a couple of classes, and we'll only have a couple of midterms, which will make it more just like an exam week, less of a midterm week. So that is all very, very, very exciting. So definitely stay tuned, because the content on here will be shifting more from studying all the time, and it'll shift more to actually seeing patients and that experience. And we're here for it. Okay guys, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all the things, you know the drill, and let me know down below what other videos you want to see, especially while I'm still in my last really academically focused semester before I start doing all my patient stuff. So otherwise, love you guys. Peace out. Girl Scout.